So, would you like to try something on the piano?
Yeah, let's check it out.
See what it
So, you go to the designer, right? Let's go
Right,
around.
so you go to designer.
Okay, we gotta change instruments, right? Yeah.
Correct. First,
So,
it's
'cause it's
change
still.
instrument.
Mhm.
Oh, so we had that already on our list.
Right, we already added our treble clef piano stuff. So now, okay, so it resets everything when you change instruments, or does it leave it where it was when you last put it there?
It says where you left off on each individual
Okay,
instrument.
so this is a brand new sort of file,
It is
so to
kind
speak.
of
So
like-
everything's
Yeah, and it's just for it. I find that it saves me time if I just follow the order of the icons.
right.
So I choose the type of range
Okay.
I want.
So this is where you can make it if you just want to focus on rhythm and do like a rhythm trainer. This is where
Right.
you would do that. Just
Right.
Same note over and over again.
Right, it'll write just one note, and you just play the rhythms,
Yeah.
and you just.
That's a really good feature. Because I have a lot of students that struggle predominantly with the rhythm reading aspect of
Yeah.
music.
Plus, I believe that everything in music comes from rhythm.
Yeah.
Even harmony comes from rhythm.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right? So this
So-
kind of like, I guess if you're looking at a piece of music, you're kind of reading like two languages at the same time, right? The pitch and the melody. And the more automatic you are with one, the more fluid your reading is going to be. in
Yeah.
general.
Then we have the opposite
Right.
situation.
That's over here.
Yeah, that's over there.
When you have the length of the exercise that you choose, if you just want to look at note recognition.
Yeah, that's especially useful for beginner students who are starting to learn how to read music.
Okay.
If you just go to.
So what does that do?
note
So I
recognition-
noticed a lot of the modifiers went away.
Right,
The ones that we
because-
have left.
Because we're not dealing with rhythm.
Exactly. So I can still stay on the staff, and the notes as I play them will jump up or skip down, or however this says it to,
Melodically, yes.
right? Or if I just want to make it as
type of-
random as possible, I can go
Absolutely.
atonal. What's this feature here? The 64.
How many notes?
That's how many notes I'll see.
How many notes there will be in that exercise.
Okay.
So maybe you want to choose 8.
Yeah, let's do 8.
And,
And now, okay.
maybe,
what's that?
maybe choose like C. So this will be a great exercise for beginning
Absolutely.
students who are learning how to recognize the notes on the music staff.
Okay.
You have your range, melodic movement, so it'll go up and down one note at a
Uh-huh.
time.
But you'll only see one note at a time, correct?
No, you see all of them.
Oh, you see all of them. That's
Yeah.
cool.
No sharps or flats because we're in the key of C.
Right.
One note, note recognition, and there will be a total
It will
of
be 8.
notes.
Okay. And I'll turn the judge pitch off since I'm using the piano. right?
Absolutely, yes.
So
Yeah. Then if you go here,
you'll,
you see that C Music Pro designs exercises for you.
all right.
So when you do this and you hit on the microphone, it'll record what you're playing, but it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Do I
you
get a count
between
off?
one note and the next? No,
okay.
because there is no rhythm.
Right.
It doesn't matter. This is designed just to get familiar with
So
the
I
music
can-
staff. You can do that.
But if you're
But you can't talk, right? Because now it's picking up all of the pitch of our voice and the
Yes.
intonation. So you want to be kind of like real careful with all the noise in the room once you hit that
Right.
record
All you
button.
have to do is close that over there, and it'll be quiet. So you hit on the microphone and play.
So
your
what did I
notes.
just do exactly when I clicked on that X? What did I close?
You close the analysis,
All right.
the feedback report.
Okay. Could I click on this again?
Absolutely.
But
you
it
can
will-
click as many times as you want, and it'll keep changing the exercise.
So this will just give me a brand new random exercise.
Absolutely.
Whereas closing the analysis allows me to stay where I was and give it another go if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's try that. Quiet on the set. Right, so randomizing when you want to play the note, and it doesn't matter. You can play it as soon or as early or as late as you want to.
As soon as
you
you're ready.
recognize it. So this is a good thing for like, if you were to do this and then the rhythm reading trainer for like a beginner student.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what
This is the pitch, this
that's
is the
actually
melody.
what I would do. So
Right.
they learn the lines and spaces, then they learn the length of the rhythms, they learn what a quarter note is, how long a half note is.
Mhm.
So I train that separately, and then I start mixing them up.
So once somebody's gotten their rhythm sorted out, relatively speaking, and
Mm-hmm.
their pitch stuff sorted out, we can go back to. So yeah, once we change that, all the other notes come back into play, right?
Right.
So we can go maybe 8 bars, stab, steps, D. We'll use some eighth notes, medium tempo. All right. Okay, that's pretty cool, right? So we're in the key of C, because we've said easy major.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We have 8 bars of music. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that got me over there, right? So I missed that note
Right.
on the line change, and that's something a lot of people may. I see it all the time because I always like, count and look ahead, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you're not looking ahead on a line change, it'll get you.
And also the metronome was a little bit faster than the previous exercise.
Right.
So the counting went in a little bit. But it doesn't matter. That's the whole point.
Right.
This app makes us aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I find that this is just a great coach. And when students use these in between their lessons,
Mm-hmm.
they come back to the next lesson just so much more prepared.
Right.
They have
yeah.
absorbed almost everything they need, and we can move forward and talk about what's next.
It would be inevitable. Like, it's not a matter of if it's going to make you better. It's just how fast it's going to make you better. Basically, how often you use it and what kind of exercise.
Yeah, and I find that if we use you don't need to spend all day with this. Just like 10 minutes a day makes me aware of so much stuff that I wasn't aware before.
It's like people who use their metronome. You can tell. You don't even have to ask.
Immediately.
Right.
You know,
you have this internalized sense of where the beat is, and you're not rushing, slowing down.
You know, as an experienced teacher, I'm sure you know immediately.
I don't have to. I don't ask anymore. I'm like,
who's practicing?
They're declarative statements. You used your metronome. And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't use your metronome. I'm like, no, I did it.
It is very clear.
Right.
It's very, very evident.
So we're just taking that idea and evolving it into melody and sight reading and rhythm all together.